Virtual Reality, a presentation by James Figuration, Utah Valley University, Tech 1010, instructor Larry Willis. A recent article from nanoh.com offers this definition. Virtual reality is the projection of artificial stimuli upon the senses in order to create the interpretation of being in a different location in space-time. Now let's take a quick look at the history of virtual reality. Visionary inventor and cinematographer Morton Heilig gave the world many 3D-related creations. Heilig explored the potential of using tactile and sensory enhancements to accompany short films. One of his first creations was the Sensorama Simulator in 1962. It played a 3D film along with stereo sound, aromas, and wind in order to create an immersive sensory environment. Another key figure in the virtual reality timeline is Ivan Sutherland, whose doctoral thesis was Sketchpad. Sketchpad was a groundbreaking interactive computer-aided design system. Its innovations included hierarchical drawings, constraint satisfaction methods, and an interactive GUI. In 1968, Ivan Sutherland at the University of Utah, with the help of his student Bob Sproul, created the first virtual reality and augmented reality head-mounted display system. Sutherland's head-mounted display was so heavy that it had to be suspended from the ceiling, and the formidable appearance of the device inspired its name, the Sword of Damocles. Now, personally, I never knew about any of these historical achievements prior to this article. My first experience of the possibility of virtual reality came from a 1982 film called Tron. One of the most notable scenes to me was where Flynn, a character, was zapped into the alternate world of Tron by a menacing computer interface. Movies like Tron and War Games painted a sinister view of self-aware supercomputers. It was both exciting and terrifying. One of the first video games in which one could experience a type of simulated environment was Battlezone from Atari. It was primitive, but it certainly laid the foundations. Unfortunately, almost nothing exciting happened in the world of virtual reality gaming for a long time. Commercial failures like the Nintendo Virtual Boy disappeared overnight. Fast forward almost 20 years and we are on the eve of one of the most exciting times of virtual reality. Enter the Oculus Rift, scheduled for release next year. Developed by Palmer Luckey, he was only 17 years old at the time he started building the prototype in his parents' garage. The headset, which is about the size of a brick, will retail for about $1,500. Although it is exciting, even Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, says the headset is an intermediary technology. So now we have to ask ourselves, what does the future hold? Moving past eyeglasses and contact lenses, we enter the fog, the UFOG. Utility fog, or UFOG, is a hypothetical collection of microscale robots that work in tandem to achieve certain functions. They can be used to replicate any entire environment so as to look convincingly real to the human senses. It can do things otherwise impossible and would appear completely magical. Also, the vertebrae is a computer system packaged as a replacement for one of the upper cervical vertebrae in the human spine. It taps into all sensory and motor nerve bundles flowing to and from the brain. It would be the ultimate video game controller. We are on the eve of realizing something from the Matrix. All reality will be interpreted as electrical signals from the brain, and our ability to manipulate it will control our reality.
Created using Powtoon.